Good afternoon, everybody. Here is our walkthrough video for the week of March 15th through March 19th. So I am at Clever. I'm going to log in through Google. And of course, I always tell the kids to go to our page, Mrs. Wilson's page. Everything is just kind of set up for them. All right, so I'm going to go to Canvas. And here's our published course, is this speaking and listening. So clicking on that. And then here we are. I have a happy St. Patrick's Day up for everybody. And then you can click on our Google Classroom icon. Although I'm going to zip over here to Chelsea's version of the class. Ms. Mikala actually added this. I should actually edit this. Well, I'll add a comment, or I'll edit when I'm on my page, just to let you know that is the link for the specials. I guess if you got kicked out, that's the link for it. And I'll put a note here as well. This is the adjusted schedule, and I added a note here. I know it was confusing last week, but just a note that at least for this week and next week, our Wednesdays are that kind of wellness Wednesday, and we only meet at 9:30 and 12:30, and the rest of their day on Wednesday is supposed to be independent, or what they're calling asynchronous. So it is on the schedule. Like this is again, it started March 1st. Here's all the times, and then down here at the bottom I did go over what Wednesday looks like. But I added a note here as well. In our classwork for this week, slowly thinking about loading. Here we go. So I do have everything in the order of the way that our day goes still. Reading first, our small groups. Then here's their reading, their actual assignment. The student learning task, most of the kids did it. I have a few kids that have not finished it. That's why I brought it back up again for this week. Friendship groups, recess and lunch, writing, specials is now 12:30. There's our math and a few more. Math independent work, science independent work. So looking at reading this week, and again, to try to make it a little bit easier to understand, in my directions here, first, during your independent time, log into Clever and work on your Smarty Ants for 10 minutes. You can work in MobyMax, Boom Cards, Freckle is now in there. Then they can take a brain break. And then I have it broken down by day and what we're working on each day. Monday, we're going to work on the Arctic Hare, the main idea. And if your student hasn't done that learning task number 4, I'll have them work on that. We have a comprehension passage Tuesday on Nat King Cole. Now I'm again trying to make this kind of stand out. For Wednesday, I have a little Shamrock passage, and I found a little game called Shamrock Hunt. So, and on Wednesday when we meet at 9:30, I do go over my expectations and like what their independent work is for that day. Friday, we're going to read Leprechaun's Hat, and how it's a pretty short little passage. And then St. Patrick's Day, ABC order. And then Friday, I've got to read aloud on St. Patrick's Day, and it is a nonfiction book, so we're going to talk about nonfiction text features. So there's our library for this week. It's a St. Patrick themed library. I do have a couple other games. That's a punctuation game and then out of sight words games. Here are the different worksheets to do. And you can click this to view assignment, and when you view assignment, here's the work this way, here is the instructions, and then this button down here is when they're done. That's what you click to actually turn them all in. So, let's go back. That's reading. Writing this week, we're just doing some St. Patrick's Day kind of themed writing. Monday, we're actually going to listen to this story called How to Trap a Leprechaun. And then Tuesday, and we're going to kind of brainstorm like, oh, what would we do? What could we set up? And then so our writing Tuesday, we have a graphic organizer kind of thinking about first, next, so sequence. We're going to do that on Tuesday together. For Wednesday, I just have a prompt for them. If I found a pot of gold, what would you do with it? So that's just a sentence prompt for them. Thursday, we have another sentence prompt. I'm lucky because. And then Friday, we'll work on another opinion. And I'll talk to the kids too about thinking about the reasons. Would they rather go on vacation by taking a plane or taking a train? And we'll talk about that. Let's see, math. We have got, again, instructions. Let me do this way. Let's do view assignment like that because it's a bigger screen you guys can see. So for math, again, the instructions are always during their independent time to log into Clever first. Then you take your brain break. Then here's what we're going to do each day. Monday, we've just got an addition with regrouping practice again, and we'll talk about that. I actually, on that worksheet, this first page is just kind of a little poem, start on the right. And we know to start at our ones place. And then if you add those two, we see that 10 has a digit in the ones place and a digit in the tens place. So the digit in the ones place, the 0, stays in the ones place, and that digit in the tens place goes, whoa, right here. You carry the 1 up here. And then you add our 3 one-digit numbers. And part of the reason we were practicing adding 3 one-digit numbers was to kind of help set us up for this. Anyway, so it's just a few problems here. And I actually have the ones already put into the worksheet for them. So then they're going to add, the 7. Think about the 7 plus the 6 is 13. They'll put the 3 here. The 1 is already carried. So now on this side, we have to add 1 plus 3 plus 2. So in their heads, maybe think, well, I know that 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. So we will go over this as a class, of course. So Tuesday, a little bit harder. They're pretty good at the greater than and less than. So this one is just a little bit trickier, a little bit bigger numbers this time. And this, you guys just click and drag these to the correct, to make that equation correct. I also included a number line, should they need to kind of take a look at number order. But so if you look at this one, and we know that the mouth always eats the bigger number, so you're going to click and drag just a symbol, the greater than symbol there. So, and it reads 68 is greater than 43. So we'll go over that, of course, as a class as well. Wednesday, I just have it's actually just addition review, excuse me. And it's no regrouping. So it's just straight adding your ones and adding your tens place. So that's for St. Patrick's Day. Thursday, we have a skip count by 2 challenge, and it also ties into the multiplying by 2 that we've been working on. And then Friday is another word problem that we'll go over as a class. This one, what we'll do is we're going to fill in skip counting by 2 all the way up to 100. And then we're going to think about how skip counting and then our doubles facts, how that kind of correlates to multiplying by 2. So here I did it next to each other, and I'll do this on the board. So if 1 plus 1 equals 2, so 1 times 2 equals 2. 2 plus 2 equals 4, so 2 times 2. So it's 2 times equals 4, right? So 3 plus 3 equals 6, so 3 times 2. So 3 times 2, it's repeated addition, so equals 6. And we'll talk about this. And we just started touching on it, and I know it's going to take a little while, I think, for it to kind of stick with all of us, and that's okay. So that's our math. Science, not a lot of work this week, just videos. We'll keep talking about the weather. The kids seem to be enjoying it, and we've had some kind of crazy weather lately, so it ties in nicely. Monday, we're going to watch about why are tornadoes so hard to predict, and we've learned about tornadoes. So Tuesday is what makes hurricanes so dangerous. And that ties in because Thursday we have a video that ties them together, which one is worse, a tornado or a hurricane. So those kind of all tie in together. And then Friday, I'm hoping we can do kind of a mini experiment there in class that I can, bring the the camera over and just really so everyone can see it. But Wednesday for your independent work, just for St. Patrick's Day, they had a video on how rainbows are made. That should be fun for the kids to watch. So that is our week. Please reach out if you've got any questions. Again, you can Blooms me, email, but please don't hesitate to reach out if you've got any questions or concerns. I'm looking forward to a great week. Bye for now.